The audio is probably gonna be shit on this, but my mic's died. I only have a few minutes. Guests are about to start arriving, but it is my fucking birthday, 24. Let's go. So you might be wondering why there is Australia all around me. I have decided that I'm going to move to Australia, and yeah, it might seem a little random, but here's the tea. I have family in Australia, so they're in Brisbane and Melbourne, so I figured worst comes to worst, I hop on a flight and I get the fuck out and I get back to Houston, but I am moving out of Nashville, and that is not something I had on my 2024 bingo card. As you guys know, I am obsessed with Nashville. I have the best group of people, I have the best friends, I love my life here, but I am currently not tied down to anything. And I listened to one Mel Robbins podcast, and she convinced me to take the trip, to do the thing that I've always wanted to do. And I never got to travel when I was in college because COVID hit. So I was planning on doing a semester abroad in Sydney, Australia, but I never got to do it. And that's one of my biggest regrets so far. So I decided a few months ago that I was going to do it. I told my boss, I'm moving next weekend. So I'm moving to Houston for a little bit. I'm moving to save. And then I will be hopping on a flight to Brisbane. I'm actually going to take my grandma. She's going to come stay with her sister. So I'll be in Brisbane for about 2 weeks. And then my plan is to be in Sydney. And I'm leaving ideally in September. So this is where I need your help. If you or anybody you know lives or works in Australia, I am looking for a job. And I need your help to help me find one, because I have to work when I get there. But I'm going to save up all summer and then I'm going to go. So I need your help. If you know anybody in Australia or you know anybody who's hiring, I think a really good company would be something in entertainment or even Canva. I'm still deciding on what kind of field of work I would like to be in, but I'm really looking for something when I get over there. Ideally, I want to be in Sydney, but I'm open to other cities. So I'm putting a little PSA out there to you guys, because if you hear of anything, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, today is my 24th birthday and it's my going away party. So I made this fun little display. Oh shit. And I'm very proud of her. This is my greatest work ever. And yeah, I'm moving to Australia. Today I have on a guest. His name is Fuller. His song Cigarettes is out now, and you can go stream it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the interview with Fuller.
I'm going to dip while we're doing this.
Real country music star. It is the moment that you have all been waiting for. I am joined here today with the one, the only, Fuller.
Ow! Let's roll.
Let's go. Welcome to This Hits Different. Say hi.
What's going on, you guys? Riley, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, anytime. Well, not for long, I guess, because I'm moving, but anytime for the next month. Next 20 days.
Wait, where are you moving to?
I'm moving back to Houston.
Oh, okay, cool.
For fun fact, he's also from Houston.
Houston.
Let's
go Texans.
We met at Yeehaw, and
what did we?
he had an 832 number or 713 or
713.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hang on a moment. And we grew up like 20 minutes away from one another. And I always think it's so weird when I run into like Houstonians in Nashville. And I'll run into people like, one time I was just at a bar and I just saw this kid from my high school. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? This is my home. He didn't live here. He was just on a vacation. And I said, this is my home.
No, I know what you mean. Houston is so big. It's a giant city.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Whenever I meet people that are from Houston, most of the time I meet people from Houston, they're like, yeah, I'm from Houston. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, what part? And they're like, Yeah, I'm from like Tomball, or like I'm from like Katy. I'm like, oh, so you're not
No,
from Houston?
well, okay, but it's so much easier to just like say the city
Yeah, 100%.
rather than say, because I do that because I'm from Sugarland.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like kind of, but kind
Yeah.
of not.
But Sugarland's
Um,
like closer. Like one
yeah,
of my friends said
no,
one of my friends from the Woodlands said that they were from Houston, and I was like, you're from
I had someone from Beaumont tell me that they
the
were
Woodlands?
from
No
Houston.
shit.
I was like, no, the fuck you're not.
That is not even close.
No. Okay, but yeah. Oh wait, yeah. So we were talking about my move. I'm moving to Houston, and then I am saving for the summer, and then I'm moving to Australia. Big jump.
Wait a minute. I think you told me about this when we were
I
when
had
I
just
met you.
decided, and it was my whole personality at the time.
Yeah.
It still is, and it will. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so annoying.
I
when
mean, it's gonna
move.
be cool though. I mean,
I'm gonna be-
Australia. Wear your fucking sunscreen. It's gonna,
I
gets
know.
hot as fuck down there.
I know. Well, I work in medical aesthetics, and so I'm like sunscreened up all the time. But yeah. So it's a big jump, big move. I'm gonna do it for like a year, and then come back to Nashville because work is here. But I mean, I can podcast from anywhere. I have all my equipment, so that's the plan.
They got a lot of country down in Australia
They
too.
do. They have a really big country scene, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I feel like you wouldn't like, I guess Keith Urban, like you wouldn't really assume that like country's so big there.
I was gonna say most of my audience is here, Canada, and Australia. Like
Canada
Canada
has
has
a
a ton
big
of country,
country,
scene.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Where in like Toronto, like the big ones, or like you're gonna go do a Canada tour to like
Oh no
little
way.
small.
I mean, I would
little
like
small
Canada,
towns?
dude. Canada's awesome. I love Canada.
Have you been?
Yeah, I've been to Vancouver a couple times. And then I'm getting ready to go. My buddy's playing a show out in Quebec, in Montreal, and I'm
Mhm.
going out there to visit him.
That'll
like,
be
and
fun.
Watch a show and stuff. Yeah,
You
it's
should
gonna
see
be a
if
good
you could
time.
play while you're there too.
Yeah, probably.
Find a
I'm gonna
local
try.
a local dive bar. They'll love you.
Oh yeah, I'm big dive bar. I love dive bars. Playing at dive bars is easily my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where do you
yeah.
like to play?
I like playing in Midtown a lot just because the crowd is very different. And a lot of the time, you know, when you play on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, like a lot of the time, like the crowd is made up of like mostly your friends or like
Yeah.
other songwriters and stuff.
And
So
locals,
yeah,
industry.
yeah. So I love playing there. I got to support my friend Grace Gunn at Live Oak one time. That was easily like it's one of my favorite venues. I want to
Yeah.
play. I want to play there very, very soon.
You want to or you're
But-
gonna?
I want to.
Oh, well, both.
Yeah,
We're gonna manifest
we're
it.
gonna make it work.
That's
Yeah.
achievable. We can get that.
Oh, that's
going.
so achievable. Yeah, a bunch of my friends already play up there, so I was like, yeah, I can do it.
You just need to find someone to pull you in, and once you're in, you're in.
Yeah, I know. I'm there for that.
Doing it.
I'm super there for that.
Well, you're releasing music soon,
I am.
so tell us all about it. The song is called Cigarettes.
The song is called Cigarette. Yes.
Not plural.
Cigarette one.
Cigarette.
One cigarette. It should be
Singular.
cigarettes. After all of the cigarettes I've smoked in my life, it should be cigarettes.
You've only had one cigarette, right, Mom?
No, I've had 1,000. My mom knows I've smoked a bunch of cigarettes.
I love a drunk cig.
Oh, I know.
It's nothing better.
I'll still smoke them. Like I've since switched to like, you know, Zens and stuff.
Every
Yeah,
time you spit, I'm gonna make a collage of it for TikTok, and it's just gonna be
all the
you.
spits. Oh my God, really?
I'm gonna
Wait,
do
then I'm
it.
gonna start spitting because I haven't been spitting. I've just been swallowing.
Mm,
But no,
not a quitter.
No, I ain't no quitter.
You can do it if you want, because I think it'll be funny.
I
for
think it'll be
TikTok.
funny if you actually make it.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
Yeah, but since I switched to Zens because it was a lot easier on my voice, and like I wanted to be able to, you know, still sing really well. And like, dude, I have been able to sing like a motherfucker since I stopped.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but
it's
like,
really crazy.
but if I ever go out with my friends that have vapes, or if my friend has a vape, I'm ripping it. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing like inhaling your nicotine. Like,
yeah, like just like fucking your lungs.
yeah, exactly.
It burns so good.
It really does. Like, it really does.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about your journey, like getting into music? I feel like I think I saw this on your social media, and I could be wrong, but this was like a relatively like newer jump for you, or did you always know that you wanted to do it?
Oh no, I've been doing
Oh.
music my whole life. There's been
I feel
like,
like I saw a TikTok where you were like, I just decided to. I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Scratch that.
well, I
Tell me about your journey with music.
I'll tell you about my journey. So I grew up like loving music. I used to. There's videos of me like in my Huggies singing like Red Hot Chili Peppers and stuff like that. My dad and I used to wake up every morning before school and we'd watch VH1, like when they had all the like music
Yeah.
videos on.
I used
So
to
we
love
would just-
waking up and watching MTV.
Oh, right.
Like I remember watching like Pussycat Dolls. Way too young to be trying to dance like that. But I would just stand in front of the TV and I was like, I'm gonna be a star.
Yeah, like fucking Pussycat Dolls. Yeah, no, I remember like Creed had songs out. Hinder was big when I was a kid. Oh man, do you remember Lips of an Angel?
Mm-hmm.
God, that song is so good. It's so
I
slept
grew
on.
up on rock. My
Yeah,
dad is a
same.
big rocker guy, and grew up on listening to all of that. So like big Foo Fighters gal,
Oh, love
Blink
Foo
182, Linkin Park.
Dude, Linkin Park. Linkin Park got me through my parents' divorce. No, I'm so
not
serious.
expecting that one to go.
I'm so serious. I used
Tell me
to
about all
like.
your childhood trauma.
Oh, I'll get deep into it. Don't you worry. But so, yeah. So I grew up like loving music. I tried to learn to play guitar when I was a kid. Like I started taking guitar lessons, but I gave up real quick. And then, where'd I go from there?
Why did you give up?
It was hard. It was super hard.
It is hard. Do you play
And-
guitar now?
Yeah, I play guitar now.
So you finally learned?
Yeah, 'cause what happened was like I started taking lessons when I was a kid, and I think I started when I was too young. I was like 4 or 5 or something like that, and so I was just like not dedicated to it at all.
Yeah.
And they wanted to teach, like they were teaching me songs that I didn't want to learn how to play,
Mm-hmm.
and so like all I wanted to do was play guitar so that I could sing
Mm-hmm.
while I played guitar.
Yeah.
Because like singing was my number one, and so I kind of gave up on that. And then for a while, I just didn't really do like music until I was like 10. Because we did when I was in elementary school.
When you said I gave up and didn't do music, I thought you were gonna say like until I was like 16.
Oh,
You
no,
gave up
no.
at 5 and came back at 10.
No, not like that. But like, well, because what happened was like I always wanted to learn. So like I always had a guitar and I tried to like use it to like play. Tried to use it to like just like play songs that I wanted to learn and
Yeah.
stuff. And then we had a talent show one year when I was in elementary school, and I thought I was like pretty solid at guitar by that time. So I was like, I wrote a song and I was like, I want to play this song. It was a song about ghosts.
Wait, I love that. Do you believe in like paranormal stuff?
I mean, like, I don't know. Like,
That's a no.
I don't
If
know
it's not a
anything.
fuck yes, it's a fuck no.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I would do like the Ouija board with my sister, and like my sister loves like all the scary movie
I
stuff.
love
so-
paranormal stuff.
Oh, it's so much fun.
It
It's
is.
super fun.
We used to like watch like ghost hunters and like do seances in the house and like try to like catch one. We actually did one time.
You caught one?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
It was
touch
at
it?
it was at yeah, I caught it in a net with my little butterfly net. No, we were in Galveston. We were at the what's that hotel? It's a really nice hotel in Galveston. My uncle was getting married there, and it's like notoriously haunted. Like hundreds of people died in this hotel during the hurricane in like the early 1900s, and a bunch of people got trapped in the basement and drowned in this hotel. Like it's fucking haunted. What's it called? That's gonna drive me crazy. But they have like all kinds of stuff. They have like pictures like with orbs. Like it's like a well-known thing. Like people always go there, like TV shows and whatnot. And we were like running around with the camera, and we actually did catch something on the camera.
No
and
way.
it's on some like VHS tape somewhere, and
VHS,
I'm
nice.
like, we need to find it. I don't know, whatever cameras take.
Heard that.
I know modern day tech, not early 2000s.
Oh, dude, you
90s
think
tech.
I know that? I don't know that shit either.
We just pretend and we figure it out.
Dude, just pretend. Just fake it till you make it.
So your first song was called Ghost.
Yeah, my first song was about ghosts. I can't remember what it was like about.
My
but it
first song was about airplanes.
about airplanes.
Yeah.
Airplanes and ghosts.
Airplanes
That's
and
it.
ghosts.
Winning.
Classic inspiration for children.
Straight up, yeah. But so I played this talent show, and I like was on stage. I was like nervous as hell. I thought I was doing so bad. Like I thought I wasn't singing well. Like I thought I wasn't playing well. Like the whole nine. And then once I was done, everyone like got up. Whole school got up like screaming, saying like oh my god, that was awesome. Like all this stuff. I was like hell yeah, I love this. Um, and then I kind of didn't really do. I didn't really like do music. I never really like dove into music the way that I like have now
Were you
until
into sports at all, or what was your shtick in high school?
well, so I was gonna say
Texas is big sports.
big sports. So I
Not
did
much
like
investment in the arts.
no, not at all. Well, not at all. I mean, like there's tons of artists out there, and
No, I
especially like
mean
in Houston.
schools, like
Oh
like
yeah,
it was all about our football program. Meanwhile, our like
yeah,
bleachers were broken when I was in choir.
yeah.
Like that was like, they just didn't really.
I know what you mean. Yeah, we had like music class when we were in elementary school and stuff like that, but like it was never that like crazy. Like we didn't learn anything like that crazy. But we had like operas when we were in elementary school. And so I did 3 operas.
Operas?
Operas. Like oh yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Wow, I feel like that's kind of random for school to be doing operas.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Like a
were
school play,
we were a
school
weird
musical,
school.
makes sense.
We were totally a weird school. Well, because we didn't do the play. Like we did a play one year and then like I don't know what happened, like, but we just stopped doing
just
them and
didn't go
started doing
well.
fucking operas. I was like,
They
all
said,
right,
let's
cool.
be different.
Yeah, pretty
Every
much.
school's doing a play.
Yeah,
Not everyone's doing an opera.
yeah. That's
Did
honestly
you-
that's it. They
Did
were
you
like,
ever audition for HSPVA?
no.
Oh,
Well, because it was all jazz, and I didn't want to do jazz.
yeah.
Um,
I get that.
but my sister went. My stepsister went. to
Oh yeah, did she do
HSPVA.
music too?
Yeah, she was a mariachi guitarist.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's
she did
sick.
mariachi. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Well, she's from Mexico, so
Yeah.
yeah. When my parents got divorced, my father remarried to a woman who was from Mexico, and she had
Okay.
2 kids. So
Oh,
like
okay.
my stepbrother, stepsister were Mexican.
Wait, that's so cool that she played for a mariachi band.
I know, it was pretty sweet. I
Um,
went to her concerts and they had rip. It was so much fun. But yeah, so I did a couple operas, and then after the operas, there was a you remember like what's it called? You remember like the book fairs
Mhm.
when like you'd go to like Barnes and
Yeah.
Noble and like buy a bunch of books?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they'd have like all those like toys that are
Yeah.
just trash. And
Yeah,
they'd, like, buy like yo-yos and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they wanted to have like our school was throwing it, and they wanted to have like music there, and so they wanted the students to do it, and so a bunch of moms got together, and they got my buddy Jack Arnett, my buddy Larson Moy, my buddy Calvin Henry together to play, and they were like, we need like a singer,
Mhm.
and so I think Larson was the one who told his mom like, yeah, Fuller sang in like the operas, he's pretty good, like all this stuff. And so I ended up playing this book fair with them and like singing. And from that moment on, we like became a band. So me, Jack, and Larson started a band called Summer Street. We played all over Houston. Like we just did Beatles covers and like Rolling Stones covers and all kinds of cover songs. We released an album of cover songs, and then we also did an original album. The original album was called Off to Somewhere.
Okay.
It was
That's
fun.
a good title.
It was a great name. I was
Can
really
you
happy
do me a
about it.
favor real quick and wiggle the mouse?
Yeah, what's good?
Every time it does
Wiggle,
that,
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
one time, it always keeps recording, but one time it stopped. So now
And you
anytime
lost
I
like
see
an
that,
hour of
I
shit.
did. I know, like when I see that, I'm like panic. So I'm always like trying to make sure that it's still recording
Yeah, I got you.
because I don't want to be unprofessional and be like, we got to do it again.
Yeah.
That would suck.
No, I hear
Okay,
you.
I'm sorry. Your band.
No, you're good. So yeah, I was in that band from when I was like 11 or 12 until I graduated high school. So like I didn't play sports in high school.
You were in a band.
Like, I was in
That's
a
so much
band.
cooler.
Well, yeah, and I made fucking money, so I was like, I was
Yeah.
chilling. Yeah, I had a great time in high school. Just because like we'd get together like on the weekends, weeknights, and like we'd have practice, and like those 2 dudes were my best friends. So like we would spend the night and like
Yeah.
play Call of Duty Zombies and shit all night. Like it was so much fun.
Did they do music too?
Yeah.
Still?
So one of them is an agent, or he's an agent's assistant. He's works at UTA, and then the other one is actually he was in commercial real estate, but he's getting ready to move here in June.
Is he gonna pursue music or
Yeah, so
do
he
both?
he wants
Probably?
to do the business side, but he wants to get in the room as well because he's a wicked guitar. They're both wicked guitarists.
Yeah.
So like they want to get in the room and they want to like write and stuff like that, and we'll probably end up playing a couple shows here too.
Oh my god, are you gonna get the band back together?
Probably. I mean, shit. Like there's no I told
if
him.
you have people that you click with and you can play really well with and
Yeah.
they want to do it too, like fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I told him. I was like, dude, if whenever there's a show, like I'm gonna go to you first.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna come to you guys.
Do you want to
first.
be a solo artist, or like if they were like, let's do a band and like pursue this as a band, would you be open to that, or are you like more interested in being solo?
I mean, I like doing things solo just because I like having a lot of creative control. But I will say, like, you know, if they wanted to do band stuff, I'd absolutely do that too. But like I'd always have my own project.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just that creative release.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we did that all throughout middle school, high school, like the whole nine. And then when when middle school started, I started learning how to produce. And so I started doing electronic music. So I made electronic music from like middle school all through high school into college and then a little bit after college.
Very nice. Wait, okay, so were you like DJing in college?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, I feel like that's so 180 from the stuff you're putting out now.
Yeah. Well, so that's where the switch happened because I tried to do electronic music for a long time and it was cool and it was really easy to like express myself with electronic because just the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
especially whenever you're producing your own stuff, like you can know what you're looking for. Whereas like a lot of times, sometimes as an artist, it's hard to translate what you want into a song, you know?
Yeah. Well, and that's like one of the hurdles that I've like come into doing like country and doing rock and stuff like that is because you know I can't shred the guitar. I can't shred drums. I can't all I can do really well is sing.
Yeah.
And so I like to. That's why. But you know, at the same time, it's been a blessing because like I can call in 6 dudes to come and play or 6 people to come and play.
Get the people who can do it. And hire them.
And then like they come up with something that I never would have thought of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like that was one thing that was sick about Life in Your Eyes, my single that came out in March. It was 1st of March. But that was one thing I loved about that song was, you know, I got a fiddle player together. I got a fiddle player to come and play. I went and did like drum tracking like in a drum room. Like I got to, you know, sit down with Jake and do the guitars with him. And like it was just great because I get to work with so many super talented musicians and like, you know, you get together and it's like, yeah, you're working, but it's just like hanging out. Like it's just hanging out. Like
that's always the best, like when you get to work with your friends. Like I've found just through the podcast, I mean, most of my friends get to work together in a little more like fun setting, like writing and stuff. But like it's so fun to be able to like use our platforms and our different like talents and abilities to like come together and collaborate.
Yeah.
Like it's so fun when I get to bring my friends on and I'm like, get to interview you. And, like, I get to like talk, like hear the things that I would never like sit there and ask in a normal conversation. We would never be hanging out at a bar and be like, tell me your music story. You know? Like so I love like whenever I get to collaborate with people and collaborate with artists and, you know, work with branding. And then also I get to help them with their release and like help do promotion for my friends. And I'm like, it's the most fun thing. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. But so I was doing electronic music. I loved doing it. It was a great time, but I missed playing shows and I missed like singing on stage and stuff like that. And honestly, I missed playing with other people. Like I hated being up. The thing about DJing that was like fun was that it was all on you, but at the same time, like you fuck up, like you're the one who fucks up.
Yeah.
Like
No, it's like
you know what I
being
mean?
a business owner, yay,
Yeah.
and then like actually being a business owner, and you're like having a
Yeah.
mental breakdown because you're like, I am running all departments right now.
Yeah, pretty much exactly. But so I miss doing that, and I picked up guitar again because all of my friends play guitar, and I was like, shoot, I'm gonna learn how to do it again. And so I started like learning chords and stuff like that, and then I ended up like writing very differently. And
Mhm.
so like, you know, instead of writing a song that came out very like R&B or jazzy, because I was writing it on piano, like it came
Yeah.
out like just with a different cadence because
Yeah.
I was doing it on guitar.
I always feel like that because I play piano. I don't play guitar. Kind of wish I did, but whatever. Another story. But every song kind of sounds like a ballad
Yeah.
every time I play the piano. But then also sometimes with guitar, every song sounds like a country song.
That's
Like if you're a pop artist and you're going around LA playing with a guitar, sometimes I feel like it can go a little more country leaning.
Yeah,
But that's just
100%.
because guitar is like, or like acoustic guitar is like the soul of country music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I totally agree. But yeah, that was my journey, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great growing up where I was because I could get so many different, you know, Houston's so big on rap.
Mhm.
And so like I got to work when I was doing production and stuff, I got to work with a rap group called Space League.
Mhm.
And there were some great rappers in that group, and it was really nice working with them and like going to the studio with them, and it was cool because it was very different than what I was used to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And um but it's been great because I've gotten to work with jazz musicians, I've gotten to work with, you know, country singers and country musicians, blues people, like rock people, pop people, like it's just been such a great journey. Like
Yeah. When I was in high school, my school was so big on sports, and I cheered. But then it was my senior year, I quit because I couldn't be doing sideline
yeah.
and singing. It's like being a model and being a boxer, like
Yeah.
just horrible for your vocal cords.
Yeah.
So, like senior years, I feel like is like when I really started to like hone in on like, okay, this is what I'm wanting to do. Which obviously, who knows, maybe I'll go back to it.
hmm
But like found my way into podcasting. But I feel like growing up, at least in my area, music was not the cool thing. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't a choir nerd. I actually hate classical music, and just because I was forced to study it my whole life. And I remember like high school, they just like didn't like nobody cared. Like I would always like sing
Yeah.
the national anthem and stuff. I do remember though one time where I finally like got my moment in high school because I feel like no, it just like wasn't like I was the music girl
Yeah.
and like it was known, but like and I would play around town, but no one was really like no one cared, which is
Yeah.
fine. They didn't need to. But I remember I had this bully in elementary school, and I sang the national anthem one time at one of the football games that he was playing in, and he told me this years later. He apologized. We became friends. Like it was fine.
Mhm.
And he told me that he used to get so mad because he used to want to make fun of me. And he's like, but I couldn't because you were good. And I was like, oh my God, that's the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. That's the best way to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
like don't get mad. Like don't get back at people. Like revenge
Just
is
be
not there.
good.
No, the best revenge is just not giving a fuck. Just
Oh my
like
God, that's my token. Like there's so many like dating theories, and it's like, oh, like do this and do that to make a man fall in love with you. And I'm like, no, just let them. Like if they walk out of your life, goodbye.
yeah,
Like
let them go.
I'm not gonna like chase a man and be like, oh my God, please like me. Like old me would have. She used to love a fixer. She loved a project. But new me, I'm like, I just got the episode's out. It actually dropped today, which is funny because we're like, don't do revenge. But I also got on here and I told the story. I didn't name him. I didn't give any identifying features. I just was like, y'all, I got ghosted. Let me tell you about it.
Yeah.
But I got ghosted by this guy, and all my friends were like, oh my God, I would have gone crazy. Like I would have like blown him up and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, why? Like,
Yeah.
let them.
Yeah, just let them fucking go, dude.
And then he's going to see it. He's probably already listened to the episode because he still follows me, watches everything. He liked my story the other day, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I was like, you. And I like, the last text I sent him was like, hey, this is not right. Like, you don't, like, we've been dating for a few months. Like, this is not okay. And he didn't answer that. And I was like, I don't deserve to be ignored. And then he ignored me and I was like, fuck.
That's the worst. That's the worst. I hate when like people take dating stuff, because like there's this girl, oh my god, there's this girl that I had the biggest crush on, and every time I saw her, like she seemed like she was very into me, and I'd like ask her, I was like, hey, like, would you want to like hang out sometime? And she was like, yeah, I'd love that, sounds great. But like, and we'd make the plan
Never
and
followed
everything,
through.
never followed through. Like the day of,
Oh,
like
that's so
I'd be like, hey, I'm
annoying.
getting ready to leave, like
Yeah.
where am I picking you up?
Yeah.
And she would just not answer.
Oh,
and I was just like,
that
all
breaks
right,
my heart.
whatever, shit
It's the
happens.
worst.
But
It's
look,
fine.
here's the thing. One day I'm gonna be a big fucking star, and everyone's gonna be like, yo, I should have gone on a date with that guy. I'll be like,
Oh my
yeah.
God, it's like that Skater Boy song by Avril Lavigne where she's like, I thought he was cute and my friends made fun of me, so I didn't like him. And then he became a rock star. And,
Yeah,
you know, and then it's like,
dude.
and she's like, fuck, I missed my chance.
Yeah. But, yeah, dude.
Let's talk about cigarette.
Let's talk about cigarettes.
Singular, not plural. Cigarette. Okay.
So cigarette started. So I kind of like was going through when I was like still smoking and vaping and whatnot. Like I would go through this phase where like I'd vape for a little bit and then I'd smoke cigarettes for a little bit because, you know, I don't. The thing about like vapes is you can always have it on you, and you can rip it in
can
the
do it
restaurant.
anywhere.
Yeah, you can rip it in bathrooms. Like
You can hide it really well.
Yeah, you can hide it super well, and
do
it
that with cigarettes.
really, yeah, and it really screwed up like my voice because like, dude, my sinuses were really bad. I could never breathe out of my nose. Like it was horrible, and so I'd switch to cigarettes because I'd smoke one cigarette, and then like
Wait,
I'd be
that's
like, yeah,
a complete 180. I thought you were gonna like most people like start with cigarettes and then go to vaping.
yeah.
And you started with vaping and went to cigarettes.
Yeah. So, well, yeah. So I started with vaping when I was like 15. I was 15.
Since I was 15, bro.
It's not cool. It's actually so not cool.
It's
but
not cool, kids. If you're listening, which you shouldn't
it's
be.
not cool.
This is not the podcast for you. Number one.
It's totally not cool.
Number
Don't do
two, don't smoke. It's bad for you.
it. Don't smoke.
Don't
It's
ever
so
start.
bad for you. It's literally so bad for you. But
so addictive.
oh my
You
God,
don't
it's
realize
so
it
addictive.
until you're in it.
I know. Yeah. And then
Children.
once you're in it, you're fucked. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude. Like I was telling my friends, I was like, I really wish I had like a tally and could see how much money I've spent on nicotine
my
like
God.
throughout my whole life.
Oh my God.
You know what I
A
mean?
lot.
It'd be like tens of thousands for me, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Jinx.
Jinx. But yeah, so I started vaping when I was like 15, and then when my dad got remarried to Mariana, we would go to Mexico a lot. And when we would go to Mexico, I would smoke cigs in Mexico because you couldn't buy like Juul pods out there. And so I would chief cigs in Mexico. And it got to the point where I kind of stopped vaping when I came back to the United States, and like I would just smoke cigarettes and stuff. And yeah, so I've kind of always had like nicotine's always really been like a problem for me.
Mhm.
But I was going through this phase where I was like vaping and then smoking cigs, and it was a cig smoking phase. And I was sitting outside with my guitar, and I was just like playing tunes, and I started smoking this cigarette, and I was just like, fuck, I hate that I'm smoking this cigarette right now, but I need it. Like I need it to be alive right now. And so I started writing about it, and I just was, I made time for just one hit, but after one, you just can't quit.
No, so it's funny. So he played me the song before, and if you're watching this, it's out already. While we're recording this, it is not. But he played me the song, and I was like, "Oh, is this about a woman? The cigarette's a metaphor?"
Yeah,
and we're gonna go with that.
We're gonna go with
He's
that.
like, no, it's about a cigarette. Like just
no, yeah, it's
singular.
I was telling Riley before this, like, it's funny because, like, people have said to me, like, "Oh, dude, like, I love this song. I think it's great that like you use cigarette as like a metaphor for this girl," and I'm like, no, it's just about me smoking cigarettes. Like how I hate that I smoke cigarettes.
That's like the best part about music and art. I'm about to sound so artsy.
Art.
But like no, but like it truly is up for interpretation. And I don't know if you know. Do you know Dave Walsh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was on the pod, and
The
we were
thing with
the thing with
feathers.
feathers. Love him. Love you,
I
Dave.
love Dave, dude.
Gonna come back on.
That man has so much energy. It's insane.
I used to work with him, and I would walk in and like, and he's like, "Hey, Riley, what's up?" And I'm like, "Calm down."
No, dude, he's so much energy. I love that dude.
I love him. So we were talking about this on our episode of like how music is so up for interpretation, because like you'll write a song with like one thing in mind, but then people will take it and apply it to whatever they're going through, or like apply it to their lives. And so maybe I'm just projecting because I'm just got ghosted. So I'm like, oh, it's about a relationship, obviously.
Yeah.
No, but I love that. And I love how like music is just, it's an art, and it's up for interpretation.
No, 100%. And actually, going off of what you were saying, like, I was at, it wasn't Bonnaroo. I think it was ACL, but I was at a music festival and Foo Fighters were playing. Dave Grohl's up there, and he's talking about, you know, these songs and stuff like that. And he started playing, what's it called? I think it was Everlong.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, I wrote this, whenever we first wrote this song, like it meant XYZ to me. And like, you know, over the years, it's kind of taken a new meaning.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's totally, I feel the same way. Cause like, dude, there's so many songs. Like there was a song I wrote, it was called The End of the World. And that's definitely coming out. It's a fucking ripper. But
it's a fucking bang.
it's a ripper. But we I was writing it, and like when I was writing it, the whole idea of the song was like, it's the end of the world, but at least I have you. It's like a love song type shit. And but like as time went by, like the girl that I like had been writing this song about, or no, I hadn't written, that song had been written for a long time, and like this girl that I was with like told me that she just wanted to be friends or whatever, and I got real down, and I was sitting outside and I was playing stuff, and like the end of the world, the chords for the end of the world sound like they're really sad, but the song's kind of happy. But so as I was playing it, I was like, dude, what if I changed one line in the song, and then the song went from it's the end of the world, but at least I have you, to it's the end of the world because I don't have you.
Oh.
Yeah. And
love that.
yeah, it's good. But yeah, no, it's cool because like music is so fluid like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Like yeah, you'll write it one time and then you'll be like, okay, this is what it means. And like Dave Grohl said, like a few years later, you're like, oh, now I have a whole new meaning. And you're like, oh, maybe I am talented.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I can do this.
Yeah. Clip. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I have a fun Dave Grohl story. So my dad and I, so one of our family friends is on tour with them and has been on their staff for decades at this point. And she was on tour in Austin, and she was like, do you want to come? We were like, fuck yes.
Fuck yeah.
So my dad and I drive down to Austin that day. Like we have all access passes.
Oh, nice.
Sick. We're side stage. And so actually before they had gone on, they just got out of rehearsal. And Dave Grohl walks past my dad and I backstage, and he just goes, I'm getting too old for this shit. And my dad and I are just sitting there like, no words. We didn't say anything
I'm
back
fucking
to him.
dead.
And we were just like, oh my God, that was Dave Grohl.
That was fucking Dave Grohl, yeah.
And then I went and they went to Houston the next night, and I just became like a fangirl, and I got to go to the second show.
There you go.
It's just so sick. Like Foo Fighters he's like, honestly, Dave is like one of my favorite songwriters. And he said this in like one of his documentaries, where like it's so simple, but like so complex at the same time. Like his lyrics, like he'll just take a song and it'll be like something so simple, and then it just comes out so beautifully. And like, I don't know, like I just think of like The Pretender, and like you can play that song at like heavy rock, but then also like play it with just a piano, and it's a whole different song, and it's like beautiful.
Yeah, 100%. No, I love
the mouse for me. Sorry.
Yeah. No, The Pretender was such a great song. I remember watching that video on like the VH1 thing, and it was sick because like everything was white, and then the guys were all wearing black, and then at the very end of the song, it's just like this wall of like red.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was water or like what it did, but it looks like blood.
I thought it was paint.
Just like, yeah. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Like
yeah.
it just explodes, and it's like the coolest thing ever, dude.
That's kind of the vibe that yours is a little bit. Like some of the
Ooh.
promo that you've done for it, like the
Yeah.
I love the light, the one that you did where it's like dark and then like swirling lights.
Yeah.
And then you're smoking the cigarette.
Yeah.
And cowboy hat. I was like, that's sick.
So my buddies, Vitali and Joe did the shoot for that, and like it was the day there was supposed to be tornadoes. It was
this is,
like
recent.
Tuesday. Yeah, it was like on Tuesday. And there were supposed to be tornadoes or whatever, and we had this shoot scheduled. We were going to be outside, like we were going to build a fire, like do all that.
Mm-hmm.
And it just didn't end up working out. But I was like, do we have like a place we can go to like take this? He goes, no, man, I'm just going to cut. Vitali's like, he's this super cool fucking Russian guy. And he just like,
No, it's fine.
he's like, no, don't worry, man. Like, I'll just come
Don't
over to
worry.
your house, bro. Like, we'll just do it in the basement. And I was like, you want to like shoot in the basement? He's like, yeah, bro, it's going to be fine. Don't
It's
even
the
worry
best
about
kind
it.
of shoots. The best work comes from like
Honestly,
when you're comfortable, like in your space.
yeah.
I can't tell you how many times me, Lily, and Faith have just put up a backdrop right here in our living
Yeah.
room and shot and like got the coolest content. And like we were like working with Faith and like helping her brand and stuff. But like I'm actually so glad that you didn't do the campfire. And
Mhm.
here's why. Because with country, especially with male country artists, you can be like, it's kind of like I don't know, like there's like a block and like you just stay in that block, a box. You stay in that box and it's always kind of like boots, a guitar, a campfire, a tractor, like XYZ. Like, you know, it's like the same kind of thing.
It's kind of it's a gimme.
It is. It's like yeah. And so what I liked, like literally when I saw that on Instagram, I was like, whoa. I was like, that's good marketing right there. Like,
Cool.
lean into that.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
Yeah. No, but I like, it's so sick. Like, and did y'all do it like a projector or what?
So it's a stage light actually that Joe brought. So Joe's also a songwriter, and he does kind of like electronic, like kind of poppy, like kind of R&B type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they do this thing at their house. Like they have like a whole bunch of these like LEDs that they put up on like the ceiling and stuff, and they just throw a party. And because like him and Vitali are just like so big on film, like they'll just take videos of like the whole night and like they sync up the lights to all the music and stuff.
Yeah.
It's super cool. It's so
I always
cool.
love the DIY stuff. This is what, let me show you my cover art for the show.
Yeah.
Little fun fat Morgan's
Morgan.
arrest photo.
Don't throw chairs off of the balconies, okay?
Okay, do you know how big of a thing this is going to become? Like, I feel like so many guys are going to like try to recreate
Oh my
this.
god.
Like, it's going to be a serious
Dude,
problem for Broadway. They're gonna
Broadway isn't shitty enough. If it wasn't shitty enough, like
watch out for falling furniture.
yeah, straight up. I got kicked out of a bar one time. I got kicked out of FGL House one time because I threw a cup off of the roof.
It's going to suck because they're going to start putting glass up and you're not going to be able to like,
I mean, maybe.
I think they are. They're going to have
Well,
to.
it's different for him. Like, here's the thing. It's different for him because he's fucking Morgan Wallen. But like, if a regular dude does that, like, his ass is getting clipped.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Big time. Could you imagine if he had hit the police officer?
oh my god,
The
he would
chair
have
was
killed him.
3 feet away.
He would have killed him.
Yeah.
Like that would have killed the
It would have been.
police officer.
I mean, we can laugh because everyone's okay now,
yeah.
but also like it's so fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
And his outfit, he's wearing like a polo and khakis. And
I
was just
know,
like,
seriously.
what are you doing? Like, at least look cool while you do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, wait. So back to the DIY thing real quick. My dad and I shot this. So my dad's a graphic designer. So I had already like come up with a concept for the show and like kind of had a rough outline of like the logo and everything. Yeah. But whenever we shot the cover art, and I'll clip it in here, or you can just look on literally anything. It's everywhere.
Clip it in there. Give him something to
We
look at.
literally, so you see how like the LED is like, or like the neons on my body and on my head. We literally got a purple lamp, like a LED light. My dad changed the color. We put it in a lamp and we just like shined it down, shone it down on me, so that it would like have that effect of like the neon. That way, I mean, we could have edited it, but this was more fun. And like getting to be creative in like that space. My friends and I love doing a shoot. I love branding. If you need help,
dude, I love doing shoots.
Keep doing what you're doing with that, like, because it's so the song like is very edgy, like a little more like rock country.
Yeah,
and I just feel like you standing in a field with a guitar like isn't the vibe of the song.
Oh, it wouldn't be like a field. Like it would be nighttime. That's the thing. This song is super dark.
Yeah.
Not like in the sense that it's like a sad song. It's not sad at all. It's more like angry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that video, if it's not already, should be your canvas.
Oh, it is.
Good.
The
It's a
first
good
one that I put up,
Yeah.
me like walking up and I like.
Yeah.
No, that's the canvas. 100%.
Lean more into that. Don't go the basic country out. It's so overdone. I
know.
love when a male like. Okay, not to get like men and women, but like female country artists like brand themselves so well and like good
Yeah.
and like it's so. But then like all of the male country artists look the same and they do the same things and I'm like, let's spice it up a little bit. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
I'm like, put me in the room. Let me creative direct.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like when I was doing, what's it called? When I was doing like because I have Sunrise out right now, Life in Your Eyes, and then Cigarettes, the third one, right? And for Sunrise and Life in Your Eyes, it's both like cowboy hat, denim jeans, field, like just singing out in the open or whatever, right? And like the thing that was so different about this shoot and this song is that I think it goes against the grain.
Yeah.
And I honestly like I'd much rather be that guy because I don't think that I'm like a traditional country singer at all. I think that I'd consider my music.
Edge.
Well, I consider myself more like southern rock or like just like a rock kind of offshoot of country because I don't get me wrong, like I've got some real country songs loaded up. Dude, I wrote a song about Whataburger.
Shut
Oh
up.
my God, it's so sick.
Wait, what's it called?
It's called What Are You Gonna Do? Like you
what
gonna
are you
do?
gonna do? Oh my God, you have to get Whataburger to sponsor you now.
Oh, I know. That's my plan is.
That's the plan. That's a good plan.
My plan is,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
like I'm gonna write the song. Like I've already written it. All I got to do is record it. But I want to record it, do like all of the content for it in Rockport, Texas, which is like right north of Corpus Christi.
We used to have a beach house in Port Aransas.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So like our house is at Key Allegro. And we've got like we've got all these boats. My mother remarried this amazing dude named George Moore, the king of Key Allegro. But yeah, we've got this sick.
Is that like legit or like sarcastic? You said
no,
married.
dude, the man knows everybody.
He's like the mayor.
Yeah, he's literally like the mayor. He's the coolest dude in the world, and he like big fisherman, like loves fishing. His sons are the same. But they have like all these boats. They have a couple Boston whalers. They have a big old party barge with like a what's it called? Shoot, what's that?
Pontoon?
No, like palm leaf, like kind of like palm leaf, like roof on this like party barge.
Yeah, like
it's like a big flat barge.
Yeah,
it's got like
yeah,
a bar on
yeah.
it. It's sick. But I want to go, and they got Whataburger there. So like I want to go to Rockport and just like get on this boat and like pound a cheeseburger like on camera.
Over there? I feel like it's in Corpus.
Yeah, it's in Corpus.
I think that you should make a pit stop and get some content in front of the original.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be literally all Whataburger.
And you need to go on LinkedIn and find everybody that works there
and
DM
send it to
them all. Find their marketing team.
Oh,
find their PR team.
Trust me,
Get
I got
in
this.
there.
I got this. But I'm totally gonna send it to them.
A
If
Whataburger sponsorship would be so iconic.
I know. I need my Applebee's. I need my Applebee's song, dude.
Yeah. Yes.
Dude,
oh my
he made
God.
so much money off that song.
I know the writer, and I've seen his paychecks.
Yeah.
They're good. And then they went viral again because they did it, but with a Christmas song. They did the Fancy Like in a Christmas version.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard that one, but I'm there for that.
It sounds just like the other one, just different lyrics.
Yeah. Dude, did you know like Mariah Carey never has to work again?
No.
Every Christmas,
Every Christmas.
she makes like
Why do you
$4
think
million.
every artist release a Christmas album?
Yeah, that's true.
Because everybody's trying to get that cut that gets played every single
year.
Because that's what's got you for a lifetime.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of
Biebs
people,
did it.
The
Biebs did it.
He did.
Bublé. obviously.
Oh, Buble.
Like,
Pentatonics.
oh, I know.
Their Christmas album slaps.
Dude.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
So good.
Frank Sinatra.
I think that
Dude.
they need to start writing new Christmas songs. That's my beef
Yeah.
with Christmas music, is that they just keep playing the same things. But the ones that go super popular, like
Our new Christmas.
are new Christmas songs
Yeah.
that nobody's heard before. So
Yeah.
you're welcome. I
I'm
just
on that
gave
wave.
everybody free advice.
If anyone wants
Write
to
your own
write a
Christmas
killer
song.
Christmas song, you let us know.
Yes.
And we'll get it going.
Okay, so you got a Whataburger song.
Whataburger song, yeah. I love it. Well, because what happened was I was hanging out with my friend, and she's from California, and we were talking about In-N-Out because like I was in Denver, and I went to the In-N-Out in Denver. It was my first time having In-N-Out, and I was like, it's like pretty okay, like whatever. And she was like, well, Whataburger is pretty okay. And I was like,
Whoa.
shut your fucking mouth. I know, like
Bitch.
I was like, do not come at my family like that.
That's my mother.
That's my, yeah. But
Wait. Okay, we'll say one thing about Whataburger. I think that they could do better fries.
I love their fries.
I
I love
don't.
'em.
They're
I
never
love 'em.
crispy enough, or they're like soggy, or they're, I don't know. I just don't love that. Like,
Yeah.
I think that their fries could be better,
They could be better. They could be better.
but
but
their burgers slap.
I also like rarely get the fry. I always get onion rings. Their onion rings are
So
dank.
good.
Their onion rings are crazy.
So good.
But no, but so this girl was talking to me about we were talking about In-N-Out. She like came at me for Whataburger. She was like, yeah, I had Whataburger in like Smyrna or like wherever the Whataburger is that's here.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah. I was like, she was like, it was just kind of meh. And I was like, well, you can't go to the Whataburger here. Like Whataburger in Texas is like the only place to get good Whataburger.
She probably said the same about In-N-Out in California.
Yeah, she did. She was like, did you get anything like animal style? I was like, what is that? And she goes, oh yeah, it's not on the menu. I'm like, what kind of
It's a
fucking
secret menu. Everybody knows.
yeah?
that.
I'm like, what kind of fucking LA shit is that? It's like, oh, I know
It's like
somebody.
Torchy's.
Like, I know
Torchy's has a
somebody.
secret menu.
Torchy's does have a secret.
People like to be in the know, so you gotta like.
Yeah, but I don't, dude. Just put it on the menu, man. You're
It's
you're
not-
you're
it's
shooting
not
your
as
own
fun.
foot.
It's not as fun.
That's true.
It's more fun to like have the secret.
Yeah.
Did you see that Buc-ee's was at the CMT Awards?
Were they really?
Like the mascot
No
was
way.
walking the red carpet
That's fucking
next
sick.
to Kelsey Ballerini.
That's fucking sick. I love that. Dude, I had Buc-ee's on my way back from a writer's retreat in North Carolina and got the trio, like the trio sandwich. It's like sausage, turkey, and brisket on one sandwich with barbecue sauce, and I slammed it. It was so good.
No, okay, so when I was at your house on St. Patrick's Day,
St. Patrick's Day.
I opened the cabinet and there's
The Buc-ee's, the beaver
nuggets,
beaver
and I
nuggets.
was like, oh my god,
Dude.
I would murder for one of these right now.
No, I have to smoke a cigarette so that I won't eat all of the beaver nuggets in
you
one. Like,
had the cinnamon ones.
no,
Oh my god.
I have not. That sounds
Oh,
fan-fucking-tastic.
It's actually the best thing I've ever had. Like I couldn't stop. I ate the whole bag and I was like, oh my god.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I love beaver nuggets. But okay, so
What were we talking
this girl,
about?
Whataburger.
Oh, the
and this
song.
girl, yeah, this girl.
Sorry,
so this
I'm
dude,
very
you're
ADD
fine.
and
You're
it goes
fine.
all over
I'm
the
the
place.
same way. But so this girl was like talking about like how this Whataburger wasn't very good. I was like, dude, you gotta go to Whataburger in Texas. Like Whataburger was where we'd like get breakfast before a show, or like after every football game, we would all meet up at Whataburger and
if
figure
you're
out where the
on
party
a road
was.
trip,
You're on a road trip.
you
like,
gotta stop.
You gotta stop at
Yeah.
Whataburger. And like she was
After
like,
all the football games too. That's where everybody went.
exactly. Yeah, that's
straight
where
to Whataburger.
everybody met up.
Yeah.
And so I was telling her that, and I sent this like it was this giant paragraph. I texted her this giant
Very
paragraph,
fast.
and it was super like inspiring. It was like, yeah, it's where we would go after football games, and like it was where we would go on nights out when we were super drunk and like all this stuff. And she was like, you really just sold me on that. You should probably like write a song about it. I was like, bet.
Say less.
So the first verse is like, well, I was just 16 in the prime of my life, and I was walking down the road from the field at East High. And I know I should be sad that their boys had beaten mine, but I'm still going to get a big old W tonight.
Wait, that is so good. Oh my
and then,
god.
So I loaded up and started headed towards town till we saw the signs and people gathered all around. That orange light shining I could see from a mile started turning my study troubles into a smile.
Oh my God. Okay.
And then,
I like have the vision already.
I know. And then the chorus rings.
How many
Where the
Whataburger things
ladies
did you have?
Oh,
in your room?
I have a ton. Well, so what I used to do is I would go to Whataburger and I'd take the numbers on nights when like awesome shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
oh wait, that's kind of
yeah.
like nostalgic.
yeah, and then I'd write like the date on it and like what I did. So like
Aw.
my first cotillion I like have one. I have one for like my birthday when I turned like 17, 18, like all of my birthdays I
Yeah.
have. Like concerts that I went to that were awesome. Like
Yeah.
I
I
took
love
them
that.
for everything.
I have a
Like,
box under there. That's my sentimental box. It's a shoebox.
sentimental
It's
shoebox.
my sentimental shoebox. There's all kinds of random shit in there. Concert tickets, confetti from concerts. That's my thing. I take a confetti from every concert I go to.
That's sick.
And then I'll write like on. Honestly, it's funny because I'll look at it and I'll know exactly which concert it was.
Yeah,
But I'll like write on the confetti like
yeah.
the artist and the date.
Hell yeah,
I
that's
have
sick.
Beyonce in there. I'm like, oh,
Dude.
that was a life changer. Okay, back to the music. So we were talking about like Whataburger and all that. What else do you have planned for the summer? Are you doing any touring? Can people see
Honestly,
you live.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be playing. I'll be playing down. I'll be playing down in Texas a little bit. I'm supposed to play a show for 4th of July in Rockport. We're gonna play it just like off the barge. It's gonna be sick.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it'll be on the water.
Okay, fine, I'll come.
So
I'll
I'm
meet you
excited
there.
for that. You're more than welcome to come. It's a big old
I'm
party.
literally gonna be there. I'm gonna be dying for a familiar face,
Yeah, I hear you.
like from college. I don't know. I don't want to hang out with my high school people. No offense.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm the only people from high school that I really keep track with now are like Jack and Larson and like the guys that were in the band. Cause like,
Wait, is Jack your roommate?
nah, he's not my roommate.
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of someone else then. I'm trying to. Okay, just side note. I'm gonna cut this out. But one of your roommates, I can't remember his name. Blonde.
Graham.
Yeah, he used to live at Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beach house.
Beach
Fuck.
house. No, it was funny.
Oh my god.
On New Year's, when I walked into your house, I was like, I saw him, and we had met like a handful of times. Like we always like went to like same parties. He used to date Kayla, who was like,
Oh no, you're thinking of Josh.
oh yeah,
Josh Workman. Wow.
Didn't he live at Beach too?
He did.
Okay, so when I walked in and I saw him,
So
like-
that wasn't him. That's his brother. But they
No.
look exactly the same.
No.
Josh doesn't live with us anymore. He lives in Chicago.
well, he was in your house on New Year's.
On New Year's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when I walked into the house, he was standing there, and I was like, "Did you used to live at Beach?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Oh my god, I remember your parties." And he was like, "Wow, I
Dude.
love that it's still iconic."
Those
I was
parties
like-
were fucking crazy.
Oh,
Oh,
my
my
it was
god.
packed. Beach was the place.
Dude,
to
we
be.
knocked holes in the wall. Like,
I know.
we
Didn't something happen with the floor?
yes, that was back when I was DJing, and I was DJing for Halloween.
Oh my god. Wait.
Yeah.
I remember you DJing
Yeah,
now.
I was dressed in like a
Oh my
douchebag.
God.
Like I was dressed like a douchebag.
Oh my god, wait, this is like so weird. I
played Mo Bamba like twice.
Oh my god, I remember. Oh my god, I have like such vivid memories
Yeah.
of being at Beach and hearing Mo Bamba play.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like everything went crazy, and there'd always be these like random fucking people there who
Yeah.
like didn't go to Belmont, didn't know anybody.
Oh
like,
yeah.
it was insane. It was so much fun though. I miss those days.
Oh man, me too.
I used to go to that gas station across the street. and
Oh
I would
yeah,
use
the
my
murder
fake ID.
mark.
Yeah, and I would use my fake ID to get like limearitas.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Dude.
like, oh my god! And me and my friends, like all the girls, we were in the bathroom, like getting ready for Beach. Let's go. We're like, oh my god, we're gonna meet so many men tonight.
Dude, oh my god, I loved that house. That house was great. I lived there over the summer. I never lived there during like college.
Yeah, the spot. Everyone in college like would come here, and like especially because I was in college during COVID, and it was right before I turned 21. So everyone would come here, and like every night it would be like 40 to 50 people, like because we had a bunch of little friend groups
Yeah,
that all turned into like one big one because of COVID. Because
Yeah,
you know how Belmont was, people were being so annoying, and they were like tattling on people, and like you couldn't
Dude,
post on
I
social
know.
media.
They were like snitching on each other and shit.
Oh my god! Like I went on a beach vacation with my parents during what would have been spring break, and I was fully virtual. And my advisor was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm at the beach." And he's like, "You can't do that. You can't come back." And he's like, "I'm not gonna write you up, but like that's not allowed." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
At the
I'm not
beach?
even.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, he
Like,
said you couldn't come back?
He said that like because Nashville or like Belmont's requirement was that you had to stay in Nashville. You weren't allowed to travel
What?
apparently. No, crazy shit. So, anyways,
Well, I graduated before, like, we all got back into the classroom.
yeah, I mean, I only went back once it was like vaccinations and like
Yeah.
not to get political,
Yeah. I hear you.
but yeah.
Yeah,
So, but anyway, so like every single night it was like the same group of people, and like and then it was so fun. We would go to like everyone's hometowns because everyone is from everywhere. So we went to Miami, we went to New York, we went to LA. Like we just like got to do so many fun things. But like when I move out of this house, it's going to be so weird because I'm the last. It's just Faith and I from like our college friend group. So I'm gonna be the last one out, and it's gonna be so weird, and I'm just gonna be really sad.
No, I hear you. It sucks leaving houses behind. We've been in the Shelby house for like 5 years now.
I know. I also, when I walked in, I was like, I've been here before.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
Well, we were
where.
We were in Shelby junior year, and then so it was like August or July of junior year, and so I guess that was what 2020.
Oh my God, it was that long ago.
Yeah, so we've been in there since 2020.
Yeah.
So not 5 years, but like 4.
Yeah.
No.
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be so weird leaving Nashville. I do love Houston, but I never thought I would live there again.
Yeah, I'm never gonna live there again.
No.
I'm never gonna live there again.
Never. So it's gonna be weird, like having and like living with my parents.
Yeah.
And trying to, I don't know. My parents are really fucking cool. I love them.
Yeah, but
it's
like
just
your
like
parents.
yeah, and then like I go out the front door, and it's on the ring, and they're like, "Where are you going?"
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was dating this guy from Houston a few summers ago, and he kissed me on the front porch.
Oh
and
no.
My parents sent it in our family, not just like
in the family group,
big family group chat, and started roasting me. Not like they were just like, "Ha ha, look at Riley, the boy
I'm
kissed her."
fucking
I was like,
dead.
Fuck you guys.
Oh man.
And he cracked my butt, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is my family group chat." It was so bad. It wasn't bad. They weren't bad. They were laughing, but I was embarrassed. I was like, "Ugh." Yeah. So this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, dude. To this day, I will never forget. Like, my parents were usually pretty cool. Like when I was around people that I was dating, but like, dude, there was one time I was upstairs.
Won't let me have a boy in my room with the door closed.
Yeah, don't blame. I mean,
I'm like, I'm 24 years old.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
Come on.
Yeah. But no, my dad, I remember I was at my dad's house and I was dating this girl at the time who was from the Netherlands. She was Dutch.
Oh, was she a foreign exchange student?
No, she went to the international school.
Oh.
What's it called? Not Audi.
Wait,
was it Audi?
Wait, I don't think so. I think my cousin.
No, she went to Memorial. Anyway.
My cousin went to Memorial, and then I think she was also at Audi.
Yeah. Anyway, she went to Memorial. She was Dutch, and she was over at my house, and we were like, me and her were lying in my bed. We were just like watching stuff on my laptop.
No.
Like we weren't making out or anything. Like we were over the covers, like just chilling.
Oh.
And she was laying like straight out like that, and like I was laying straight out, and my dad
pencils.
Yeah, just like
not
penciling.
touching.
Well, I mean, no, like I think I had my arm around her or something, but like my dad comes in. And he's like, "What's going on, son?" And I was like, "Hey, Dad." And he goes, "Hey, Valerie," and grabs both of her ankles and just shakes her ankles. And I was like, "Dad, what the fuck are you doing?"
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
No, dude, he's so silly. I fucking love my dad.
I don't even know what I would do.
Dude, I know.
What was she just like? Hey, like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God, that's a hilarious story.
No, I know.
Like I think in the moment I'd be like, "What just happened?"
No, I was literally like,
and I'd be like, "That's a really good story." Like,
oh man, no,
wait till I get to the brunch table.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, we got into trouble. Me and her got into trouble. We would go hang out at parking lots,
Love.
Because like we didn't want to like be around our parents.
Not like you're in a big city or anything, and there's so many things to do. But
well, yeah, but
love a
we
Walmart parking
we
lot.
were in high school and we were both broke, so it was like whatever. But
my friends and I just used to go walk around at Target.
just go walk around Target, dude. I would spend $1,000. You can't do that.
I actually still do that. Sometimes if I'm bored, I'm like, I'll just go walk around.
Yeah.
And then I get a Starbucks while I'm in there.
Yeah, they all have Starbucks.
And then I usually end up walking out, dropping like $300.
Exactly.
I'm like, fuck, how did I get here? They put an Ulta in there now too, which is like a makeup store.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The damage I've done there.
Yeah,
on
I
accident.
can only imagine. Dude, I used to go to Ulta with my sister, and like I would just go to the cologne section and just smell colognes while she was doing her thing. Like I just go sniff. Like that was me.
Just sniff.
Just go and sniff. Like I'm just gonna go sniff.
That's my toxic trait with candles. And I guess
I fucking love candles, dude.
No, like if I'm at like, oh my god, God forbid I'm at TJ Maxx, and you know they
yeah,
have like,
they got a ton of candles.
I have to pick up every single one. I have to smell every single one.
You got it, because you can't look.
Like I need to do every scent, and I need to know.
Well, yeah, you don't want to grab the wrong candle. Like you want to get the perfect candle.
But then I need to, but I have to smell every single one. So when I go to TJ Maxx, it's a nightmare,
dude.
I spend like 30 minutes in that candle aisle, and then I get a headache.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did I get here?
Yeah. See, like I can't go to Guitar Center. Like if I go to Guitar Center, I'll go play.
So
I'll go play the pianos. I'll go fuck around with the DJ stuff. I'll go play the guitars. Like I just am a menace in there. No, I'm serious. Like I like know like the people who work there now. Yeah. Like I'll walk in and they'll be like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Hey."
Okay, but that's a good thing. There's worse things.
Yeah, 100%. They give me discounts too sometimes. There you go. So that's pretty cool.
That's gonna come in handy when you're buying equipment.
Shit, 100p.
Shit's expensive. Nobody tells you that.
Nobody tells you that.
They do. They say you better have money to get in this industry.
No, dude. I mean, I don't know. I love I hate spending money. Like let me take it back. I love spending money, but once I do, I always go home and I'm like, fuck, why did you do that? Yeah. Like and but like I love one thing that I'll never look back on is like buying gifts for people.
Oh my god, is that your love language?
No, I'm big touch. Love touching.
I feel like a lot of guys are like touch and acts of service. And I feel like that's probably just because like
I'm like
that's how like y'all are raised. But
yeah. I'm big touch. I like words of affirmation too. I like to talk people up.
But do you like to receive it?
Fuck yeah. Tell me I'm good. I love that shit.
Tell me I look
Give
sexy.
me more. Like tell me I look good. Tell me I'm doing good. Like dude, nothing sucks worse than like when you are dating somebody and you have them in demo jail and they don't fucking like the music that you play them, and I'm like,
you have them in demo jail.
Yeah.
You're like, hey babe, come back.
I'm like, hey, I got a song I gotta show you. Like,
and then it's like 17 more, and they're like, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Well, because
like very Nashville coded.
Well, yeah, because I mean, look, I did it when I was in high school too, but it was like electronic music, so it was like, hey, listen to this dubstep song I made. Like,
oh my god, Fuller.
Yeah, it was hot. It was hot. I was a good boyfriend.
Listen to this. You're like, listen to this track I produced about you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're like, don't you hear the love in it?
Don't you hear the love? Well, I mean, I didn't only make like dubstep and shit. Like, I made pretty stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like aesthetic.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I got to do all kinds of cool stuff. Like, I did. You know Kendall Inskeep?
Mm-mm.
She's a very, very, very talented vocalist, and she writes really fucking good tunes. But I made this lo-fi like beat, and I was just in love with it. And I was like, Kendall, will you come like sing on this beat? And she's like, yeah, like, what do you want me to sing? And I was like, just like riff. Whatever. I was like, just fucking riff.
See what comes out. I'll press record.
Dude, and she just started singing, and like she sounds like a trumpet. Like she sounds like a jazz trumpet. It's so sick. Like not like the way that she sings, but she's just like dun, 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 dun. Like it's just, fucking like, she just ripped it. And like I got to do cool stuff like that. Like I got to work with Ashley Cook when we were both in college.
Oh.
Like we like I recorded with Ashley in like my dorm room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I really have tried to get her on the podcast, but she's booked and busy.
She's like so big.
She's huge.
She just won a CMA.
I know.
It's pretty cool.
Huge. And I'm like, oh, I should have started the podcast earlier, and then I could have got you.
True.
But now she's like booked and busy. Same with Carter. Carter and I were friends in college. Carter Faith.
Yeah.
And I She's so booked. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's weird seeing like all of our friends from school like popping off.
Oh yeah.
Now. Like Mackenzie Carpenter and Graham, like
Killing it.
dude, fucking Graham. I'm so proud of that motherfucker. Graham, I'm so fucking proud of you, man.
Graham, so proud of you.
So fucking
Which
proud.
Graham?
Graham Barham.
What's he do?
Country.
Oh, I don't know him.
He did Break It in a Bar. Break it in a bar.
Oh yeah.
Underneath the
Love.
smoky neon
I was thinking
lines.
a different Graham who plays drums for the Wildlife.
Oh,
but also-
no, not him.
Love him too.
Yeah, no, not him. Oh, Busy. Elizabeth Caramonte. Bro, she's great. I
Well,
love to see, like, my friends going off. You
I know. I have one who, well, I can't talk about it on the podcast. We'll talk about it after.
Heard that.
I'm so mad about it.
Heard
But
that.
it's fine. Okay. We need to wrap this up.
We're going to rap.
Okay, so music coming out. You'll be playing soon.
I will be playing.
Cigarette is available to stream wherever
Go
you listen to
stream
music.
that shit.
Are
And
you
if
making
you.
a music video?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I
so
have
finished
to.
your
This song's
Ghost
so cool, bro.
It is. You really need to. Okay. Stick with a black and white and like gray theme.
I was thinking the same thing.
Like, what if you shot it in black and white?
I was like, yeah, that's what I told Vitaly originally.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can I be on your creative team? I love this stuff. Like, no, I'm not kidding. My friend just started a business, and I like sent her a whole Pinterest board of like the vibe, and I was like, "Here's how we can brand it." And like, I was like, "If this is your brand, like you approve it, like throw whatever you want in there, and then let's go from there. Let's like shoot. Let's like create TikTok content. I live for this stuff.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm like see something that I like, I'm like, let me on. But yeah, if you need help with Whataburger, please let me on.
Oh, yeah. I got that shit locked. Everyone and their mom wants to help me on that
I
one
know
because
that's
they love it.
sick.
Well, it's for the Texans. Like, I'm only going to have Texans record over it
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, it's going to be the most Texas song
I love that.
ever. Yeah,
It's
George Strait's going to be like, I wish I had written this.
I know. I know. Wait, is the song gonna be out by the time? No, it won't be.
By this pod?
Should I cut it out?
No.
What if someone copies it and puts it out before you?
That's what copyright is for.
Okay,
That shit registered, baby.
but yeah, but just because it's copyrighted doesn't mean that it's like someone else like can't do the same idea.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
We'll be fine.
well,
We're going to be fine.
it'll be a little bit before I edit it. So
We're
if
gonna
you
be-
change your
we're gonna
mind,
be
just
fine.
tell me
Yeah.
because I don't want
Yeah.
someone else to take it because it's so iconic.
It is iconic.
And
But look, here's the thing: it's not a gag song.
hmm
Like it's
yeah,
like
it's like
actually
a
a
good
good
song.
song, but it's just about Whataburger. Like,
And Whataburger is a great burger.
yeah.
Great song, great burger.
So if you're hungry and from Texas, tell me what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Okay. Tell people where they can find you. This is your moment.
What's
Plug
up? What's
yourself.
up? All right, you guys. Thank y'all so much for listening. My name is Fuller, capital FULLER.
I love the all caps moment.
I know, yeah, I love the all caps. You can find me on Instagram under Fuller Debs, DEBES. You can find me on TikTok under the same. You can find me on my website, fuller.love. That's right, I said it.
Fuller.love. Okay, I just had an idea. Whenever you release your first project, Fuller in all caps, every song all lowercase.
Yeah,
Kinda
right.
fun.
Yeah,
Because if you do all caps, that's expected. But
yeah.
if you throw in some lowercases and just like keep it all, everyone
Yeah.
will be like, oh my God.
No, I was thinking like because all of my music is so different, I want my first album to be called My Many Faces.
Oh.
And it'll be like a couch outside, like
Mhm.
friends, like the
Yeah.
friends couch, but it's like daytime. And there's like one of me where I'm like wearing my cowboy hat and my ranch
Uh-huh.
jacket, and then like one of me where I'm like dressed like this,
Yeah.
and then one of me like
Edgy.
but it's literally just all me. Like
Yeah,
just
no,
dressed
that's-
differently
no,
in the
that's
whole
sick.
nine.
I love that
I think it's gonna be
concept.
tight. Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be tight.
And as always, you know where you can find me at This Hits Different Podcast on Instagram, YouTube. You can find it on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. It is on video on Spotify and YouTube. So keep that in mind. And my personal is at hosted by Riley Nelson on all platforms, including Venmo. All right. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
My voice is just like fried.